You're watching News 19 at 7.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kayla Bennett. Well, it was not what Gamecocks want to hear, but USC falls to UGA in Athens. The final score of the game was 24-10. Sports director Reggie Anderson will have all the highlights coming up in sports. Up next, the Gamecocks will be home to face off against the Florida Gators, and you'll be able to see that game right here on WLTX on Saturday starting at noon. Well, it's about a 3-hour drive down to Athens, Georgia, and not everyone made the trip to watch the game, but our Lauren Thomas found fans who made their way downtown to enjoy the game. Well, but of course, there were those fans that took the 3-hour drive to support the Gamecocks in Athens. The Gamecock faithful showed up early on Georgia's campus to tailgate. Fans from Augusta, Charleston, and even as far as Pennsylvania made their way to Sanford Stadium for the rivalry matchup. Some loyal fans say they made the trip to experience the atmosphere in Athens and, of course, support their team on the road.
It's huge. Yeah, I'm a Ohio State fan too, so that's big. But SEC football it's intense. Every game's a big game.
It's a little Muschamp.
Go,
you're my Lord and Savior.
See this button right now, like
well, I'm not gonna
all like 100% go Cogs.
They need our support, although we may not be in the stadium actually watching the game, but just knowing that you have players in the backfield, as I would call it, here supporting you, so that's good.
One UGA fan actually gave chicken wings to this group of South Carolina fans to make the Gamecocks feel welcome. Thanks, Daniel. In Orangeburg, one person has died after crashing their car into a home. It happened this morning around 6 a.m. at the intersection of Sprinkle and Magnolia Streets. The Highway Patrol says the driver of an SUV disregarded a stop sign, went over an embankment, and struck a house. They say the driver was not wearing a seatbelt. The Highway Patrol continues to investigate the crash. In Saluda County, a husband and wife are in jail accused of killing the man's father. They're 51-year-old Donald Tuning and his 48-year-old wife, Kathy. SLED says the couple used zip ties, duct tape, and rags to tie the man's 79-year-old father, James Tuning, up and restrained him to the bed. SLED also says his eyes and mouth were covered. The coroner says James Tuning died from that neglect. Both suspects are in the Saluda County Jail. New York City is stepping up its security ahead of tomorrow's New York Marathon. The annual event attracts spectators and runners from around the world. As CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports from New York, the added protection comes just days after Tuesday's terrorist attack in Manhattan. The New York City Marathon has only been canceled once in its 47-year history. That happened 5 years ago in 2012 following Superstorm Sandy. Columbia International University has a new president. Yesterday, Dr. Mark Smith was inaugurated. Smith was previously president at Ohio Christian University for 11 years. He says he's happy to be in South Carolina and has some big plans for the future.
Well, we grew from 400 students to about 4,800 while we were there at CIU or at OCU. And so we're going to bring that same focus here to grow the enrollment, start new online in K-12 and at college and seminary level, and to focus on enrollment. That's the focus of why I'm hired.
Smith becomes the 7th president in the school's history. Well, still to come, there were some quick showers across the Midlands today, but how is the rest of the weekend shaping up? We'll check back in with meteorologist Daniel Bonds when we come back. Well, it definitely did not feel like fall today, but more like summer. Meteorologist Daniel Bonds joins us now. And Daniel, how long will these warm temperatures stay here in the Midlands?
It looks like we're going to keep the warm weather around for at least a couple of more days.
The latest installment in the Thor Superheroes movie is now out in the theaters. Our News 19 movie guru Leo Smith went to see Thor Ragnarok, and here's what he thought about it.
Good day. I'm Thor.
To see all of Lee's movie reviews, just head over to our website, WLTX.com, and look under the Features tab. And Repticon is also here in Columbia this weekend. It's happening at the Jameel Temple. Doors open tomorrow at 10 o'clock and close at 4. Tickets at the door are $10 for adults, and kids under 5 are free. There will be plenty of creepy crawlies to hold and learn about. Guests can also shop for a new family pet among the hundreds of reptiles, amphibians, spiders, and small exotic animals. And also, do not forget this weekend it is daylight saving time, so that means you will get the 1 hour of sleep you lost in March back. You'll want to set your clock back an hour before you head to bed tonight. Clocks fall back at 2 a.m. Your cell phone and computer should automatically switch over with the time change. And also, lottery numbers can be found on our website, WLTX.com. So weather for this weekend?
Should be okay. We're expecting high temperatures in the upper 70s tomorrow, some clouds tomorrow, and they may linger into tomorrow afternoon. Then we're dry Monday and Tuesday. Big changes on the way Wednesday and Thursday. Includes cooler weather.
Awesome. I like that cooler weather.
It'll be here.
All right, everyone. We will see you after the game.